So welcome back to Poor Boy Disc Golf, and today we're going to be reviewing the Innova KC Roc. This is a Innova mid-range. This is it's been out for a while. I finally found one that I liked at the Northwest Arkansas Dynamic Disc Store. Picked this one up for $6. You can see it there. So yeah, it's a factory second. It is, I don't know what plastic this is. I'm not really a big Innova person, but it is, it's durable plastic, I know that. It's not their champion line, but it's one of the other ones, so. But yeah, I really don't know my Innova plastic that well, and this was kind of like an impulse buy. So I'm going to show you me throwing it a few times, and then I'll come back on here and we'll talk about it. Alright, so the Innova mid-range. It's an overstable. It's pretty overstable, but since it's a 4-speed, I can turn it over and make it do a flex. I can put it on an anhyzer. As you've seen, that one I put it on a good anhyzer, and it actually stuck with it. I can put it on a flex line, as you've seen. Or I could just throw it straight, and then the overstability will kick in and it'll dump to the left. But let's talk about it. The Innova KC Roc is a speed 4, glide 4, turn 0, and a fade of 3. It is an overstable mid-range by Innova. These are some of the most it's not a beginner friendly, is what they say, but if you are a beginner, you know, these are good for if you want to consistently overstable mid-range, that whenever you get better, this thing, you could start making it do things. Now, I will say this one is at full max weight at 180 grams. You know, that's what I would recommend it for a beginner. That way, when you do start to get better, you can start to do more with it. That the wind won't pick it up and sail it away too. It's got that good weight to it. As far as it being a mid-range, you know, I consider this to be a good driving mid-range whenever you do get where you can throw it better. Now, for a beginner, I would say to, you know, this would be good for an approach shot, especially if you need it to go to the left. Or if you do want to put it on anhyzer, it will stick to it, but if you don't put enough speed into it, it will go back. But yeah, it's got a good profile to it. It does have this kind of a lip at the bottom of it that it does feel good in the hands whenever I am throwing it. It does feel really good in the hand. It's pretty deep. The rim's pretty deep. Yeah, but if you like the beaded feel on disc, you know, this is a good one to have. You know, as you can see, it's got a really good bead on it. You know, it's something that you can put your fingers, you don't even have to look at the disc, you know, you can feel where it's at and everything, and you can slide them fingers all the way in there. This would probably be good for a forehand, a good forehand, but my forehand absolutely is horrible, so. But yeah. You can see I picked this up for $6, you know. I figured I would try it for $6. You know, factory seconds is actually what I tell people to look for if you're gonna try a new disc. You know, Innova's got their factory seconds, and these are awesome. Especially when they're like this one, and it actually tells you what it is. Now, a lot of these factory seconds, some of the older ones, they'll have it right here written, and it's usually rubbed off, so you have to ask somebody, hey, what is this? But Innova started putting these on where it's got the name actually on it. I don't know if you can see that right there. But yeah, KC Roc, you know, this is something that might go in one of my, I don't know if it'll make it into a main bag, but it'll definitely make it into a new course bag where I just go out and casual round. Because this was pretty fun to throw. You know, this is one of them that, yeah, it's a 4-speed, but you can turn it over really easily. As you've seen, I was doing Anheuser and it was holding it. I could throw a real wide shot and it would come back. You know, I was doing a few other things. I threw a couple rollers off camera, and it actually wasn't too bad for a roller. I'd have to get a different plastic because this one's kind of beat in just a little bit, not much. It's mainly just dirty. It got kind of dirty. But yeah, the Innova KC Roc. It's a really good overstable mid-range for a beginner, and if you're more of intermediate or advanced player, this thing will do whatever you need it to do. You know, it's a really good disc, and I approve of it. You know. So I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. And as always, this is Poor Boy reminding you to play the sport and grow the sport that is disc golf. Thanks for watching.